Okay. All right, Chini Lucero asked if she could have 5 minutes. So I'm going to let you speak first, and then I'll start with the... I just need you to state your name, please.
Okay. I'm a little nervous because I don't want to start crying, so I'm going to get through it. My name's Dora Lucchini Lucero, and I thank Mr. Story and Robert Bada. I came to them after my dad passed away, and I told them the story of how the officers were awesome that day. So here's my story. I'm speaking on behalf of Jim Lucchini's family and recognizing Sergeant Christopher Baker, Officer Christopher Vital, Gabriel Aguirre, and David Vega. My dad was a Korean vet, and he fought for us to be able to be here to speak to you all. So I hope that you truly, truly listen to what me and my family have to say, because he fought hard for the Hatch Valley, where we lived, and this community. On July 7th, at around 7:30 in the morning, my dad passed away. I had been spending a lot of time with my parents to help them out. My dad was doing pretty good after getting a new pacemaker. So, this is hard. That morning he fell, and we didn't realize what was going on. We called 911 and the paramedics, and I want to also thank the fire chief. The paramedics and the firemen were awesome. I didn't get their names because they left. They came within minutes, so I want you to know that. We were informed that my dad did not make it. To my dismay, I sat there and saw these officers pull up. We didn't understand what was going on. All we knew is that they were coming. Why were they there? We were told, thank you. Okay. Oh. I'm short, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. We were told that it was protocol for if there was a death in the home, that the officers had to come. We did not know. So in our grief, we were freaking out. We were told that the officers had to be there till the coroner got there. They were there for 3 hours, okay, 3 hours. Those officers stayed with my dad. I'm sorry. We had just lost my brother 2 months prior. And the officers had to interview me because it was just me and my mom when we found my dad. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was going to cry. They had to interview me. They interviewed me, but before they interviewed me to see what happened, they told me and my mom, my family was already there. My brother came, my other brother was in San Antonio. They said, "We're so sorry for your loss, for your brother, and now your dad." They didn't let us go in the home. We were outside, and finally they said, "It's too hot." It was July, 100 and something degrees this summer. They said, "You guys can go inside, it's too hot." But we couldn't go in the room where they were at. Finally, the coroner came. My brother had told me, because I had left, I couldn't stay there with my dad there. So finally, my brother, when I went back, my brother told me that 2 of the officers, and I'm not sure which officers, asked Father Martin Cordero to bless them. Why would they do that? Why? Because Unlike you guys here, you can go home. Your lives aren't threatened. They don't know when they walked out that door from my parents' home, they don't know what situation they're going to be in. They asked the Father for their blessing to protect them. Okay. We were so touched by that. I was touched because my dad, his faith was everything. And the mayor knows my family. The Lucchini family are very Catholics. And it touched me and my family. And I just want you guys to realize that some of your rhetoric, like dismantle, defund, reimagine, relocate your funds to these officers who go out in the streets every day to protect us, to be at my dad's side, and a death that from natural causes. But that's their job. And they were there and they were so touching and compassionate. And they kept saying, we are so sorry for both your losses. We don't want to be here, but we have to. And if you could have seen their faces of disbelief that we had just lost my brother, now my father. And I want you guys to truly understand what I'm saying, because your rhetoric is really getting to a lot of us. Your rhetoric about how the police are, this and that, it's not true. And I called Mr. Story and I said, your officers were just, and my mom couldn't be here today because she was sick. She's got bronchitis. So, and I also wish that all of you who do this rhetoric would walk in the shoes of the officers and see what they go through on a daily basis. Because it's not fun getting shot at and stabbed and whatever else they spit on, called pigs and whatever else they're called. I have the highest respect for these 4 officers that were my parents. And I was asking Mr. Story if they could come, and he said he didn't know. But if anybody deserves an award, these 4, in my opinion, deserve an award for being there that day and just the love. I got off track, sorry. I just hope that you tone down your rhetoric and that you honor some of these officers. They are doing the best they can with what they have, and they're short. And so for them to be there for 3 hours, and I said to the officers, don't you have something else to do? And they said, no, it's protocol. We have to be here. That's taking their time from doing real crime in the city. And I wish you would show them respect and dignity, the way you guys show illegals and the homeless. You should really start respecting what they do, because they don't know if they're going to go home to their families either. So I am speaking on behalf of my family. I'm speaking on behalf of law enforcement, Border Patrol, ICE, and vets, the military, for what they do. My dad was a vet, and I'm speaking on behalf for them. So I hope that my message today is that when you go home, you think about what I've just said, and we pray that their family, they get to go home to their families the way you guys get to go home to your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lucchini.